Hey 49ers faithful, we're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The San Francisco 49ers find themselves at a crucial crossroads as they gear up for the 2025 NFL season, and much of the spotlight is on wide receiver Jauan Jennings. Last year, Jennings stepped up in a way that few expected. When Brandon Ayuk went down with a serious knee injury, tearing both his ACL and MCL, Jennings didn't just fill in, he made the role his own. He set career highs with 77 receptions, 975 receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns, proving that when given the opportunity, he can be a dynamic force in the 49ers offense. Heading into this new season, the landscape hasn't changed much in terms of opportunity. Ayuk is once again expected to miss the beginning of the year due to his recovery process, which thrusts Jennings into the spotlight as the de facto #1 wide receiver for San Francisco. This is uncharted territory for Jennings, who has never entered a season as the unquestioned WR1. There's a new weight on his shoulders, not only to perform, but to solidify his place as a cornerstone in the team's passing attack. Adding complexity to Jennings' situation is the fact that he is currently in the final year of a 2-year contract he signed in 2024. Reports suggest that Jennings is eager to secure a new deal, one that reflects the value he's demonstrated on the field, and if those talks don't lead to an agreement, he might request a trade. That's a bold move, but one that speaks to his confidence and belief in his worth. Unfortunately, the good news that Jennings opened training camp as a full participant was quickly tempered by a nagging calf injury. This isn't the first time this offseason that his calf has caused problems, and it has flared up again, sidelining him from full practice participation. The timing couldn't be worse for both Jennings and the 49ers. In a situation where the team is already thin at wide receiver between Ayuk's rehab and the departure of DEEBO Samuel, who is now with the Washington Commanders, having your top option limited by injury sends alarm bells ringing. The uncertainty around Jennings' health clouds not only his immediate availability, but also the broader picture of contract negotiations. Teams rarely hand out lucrative extensions to players who can't reliably stay on the field. The 49ers have confirmed that there's no clear timetable for Jennings' return, which only adds to the tension. As one insider pointed out, it's a tough sell to justify a significant pay raise for someone who is struggling to suit up consistently. Still, it's important to recognize the impact Jennings has beyond just statistics or contract status. His teammates have consistently praised his work ethic, attitude, and the intangible qualities he brings to the team. Kyle Juszczyk, the 49ers fullback, summed it up perfectly when he called Jennings simply a football player. That phrase carries weight in this sport because it implies grit, dedication, and a team-first mindset. Juszczyk highlighted how Jennings energizes the offense with his physicality, ability to get open, and knack for making big plays when it counts. It's this combination of talent and character that makes Jennings so vital to the 49ers offense moving forward. If he can stay healthy, he not only stands to lead the receiving corps, but also to secure the long-term contract he's seeking. The next few weeks of training camp and preseason games will be crucial as he tries to shake off the injury and show the team he's ready to carry the load. Meanwhile, across the field, there's another battle quietly unfolding that's just as important to the team's overall success: the fight for the starting left guard position on the offensive line. This spot opened up after Aaron Banks left for the Green Bay Packers in a lucrative deal, leaving the 49ers and saying, let's see the 49ers in search of a reliable replacement. Offensive line coach Chris Forster weighed in on the competition during recent media sessions, confirming what many fans and insiders suspected: the job currently belongs to Barch. Barch's journey to this point is a testament to perseverance and professionalism. He's the kind of player who may not grab headlines, but is essential in the trenches. Forster praised Barch's mindset and work ethic, describing him as a throwback, a player who genuinely loves football, lifts weights, and thrives on the physicality of the game. This kind of attitude is often what separates good players from great ones, especially in the trenches, where mental toughness and consistency are king. Barch isn't just a favorite because of his attitude. His on-field performance has shown enough promise to convince coaches that he offers the team the best chance to succeed in that left guard role. There was a time when Nick Zakelj seemed poised to take over, especially after Ben's early injury last season. Nick showed flashes and performed well, but Ben bounced back quickly, reclaiming the job and maintaining his edge. Zakelj's path isn't closed, however. Even if he doesn't win the starting spot, his versatility could make him an invaluable backup. He has the ability to play both guard and center, which gives the team flexibility, especially when injuries inevitably hit during the grind of an NFL season. Having that kind of depth is critical, and it's the sort of strategic roster management that often goes unnoticed but can be the difference in tight games. Speaking of versatility and depth, the role of swing tackle is another piece of the puzzle the 49ers are working on. Jalen Moore, who previously held that role, departed for the Kansas City Chiefs, leaving a vacancy that is not getting as much attention, but is no less important. Offensive line coach Forster hinted at a possible shift in philosophy for this position. Instead of relying on one dedicated swing tackle, the team is experimenting with splitting those duties between two players, Spencer Burford at left tackle and Austin Pleasance at right tackle. This approach could allow the 49ers to keep more tackles on the roster than usual, which might seem like a luxury, but in reality it's a strategic move to protect the quarterback better and sustain a physical running game. In today's NFL, where injuries to offensive linemen are all too common, having more reliable tackles ready to step in is a smart safeguard. Adding to this puzzle is Andre Dillard, a player who is currently on the physically unable to perform list due to an ankle injury, but is expected back soon. Dillard's skill set fits well with the 49ers' offensive style. Despite not being the fastest guy on the field, he's a big man after all. He moves surprisingly well for his size. He accelerates well in the running game and maintains solid balance, which is crucial for the kind of zone blocking scheme the 49ers often employ. Protection is the name of the game for tackles, and Dillard has shown he can hold his own when it comes to pass blocking. If he returns healthy, he could fill the swing tackle role effectively, giving the team another layer of protection and flexibility. This could free up other players to focus on their specialized roles, making the entire offensive line unit more cohesive. All these storylines, the uncertainty around Jennings, the battle for the left guard spot, and the evolving approach to swing tackle highlight how the 49ers are at a pivotal moment. The team's success in 2025 will depend heavily on how these pieces come together. Injuries, positional battles, and contract negotiations create a backdrop of tension, but also opportunity. The pressure on Jennings is particularly intense. Not only must he prove he can be the reliable WR1 the team needs, but he also needs to show he is worth a bigger contract despite the injury concerns. His teammates' support and his own undeniable talent give him a strong foundation, but ultimately, the on-field availability will be the deciding factor. In the trenches, the emergence of Barch as the likely starting left guard gives some stability, and the innovative approach to tackle suggests the coaching staff is thinking creatively to keep the offensive line strong and adaptable. With players like Dillard returning to 49ers, the 49ers might have more depth than it appears at first glance. As training camp progresses and the preseason games roll in, all eyes will be on how these developments play out. The 49ers have a talented roster, but the NFL is unforgiving and the margin for error is razor thin. Staying healthy, performing consistently, and stepping up when the team needs it most will determine not just individual futures, but the overall trajectory of this storied franchise. As the San Francisco 49ers push deeper into training camp, the stakes continue to rise on multiple fronts. The pressure on Jawan Jennings to overcome his calf injury and demonstrate that he can lead the receiving corps is mounting with every practice. Missed! The wide receiver status remains one of the most talked about storylines, not just because of his potential on the field, but because of what his performance, or lack thereof, could mean for the team's offense and his own future with the franchise. Jennings' journey from a role player to someone expected to carry the team's passing game is a testament to his hard work and resilience. It wasn't long ago that he was quietly working his way up the depth chart, seeing limited snaps and serving mainly as a role player, but circumstances thrust him into the spotlight and he seized the moment. Last season's breakout showed what happens when talent meets opportunity. His crisp route running, reliable hands, and ability to create separation made him a constant threat, and the 49ers offense benefited from his emergence. That said, injuries are the cruelest part of football, especially for players who are trying to prove themselves at a critical juncture. Jennings' calf injury has lingered longer than anyone hoped, and the uncertainty surrounding his recovery puts the 49ers in a difficult spot. With Brandon Ayuk sidelined and DEEBO Samuel now in Washington, the team's options at wide receiver are thin. Depth charts that once felt solid have suddenly become precarious. This raises questions about how 49ers will approach their receiving game early in the season and whether Jennings can return to full form soon enough to carry the load. The 49ers coaching staff naturally is cautious but optimistic. Injuries are part of the game, and managing players' health during camp and preseason is a balancing act. Rushing Jennings back too soon could risk a setback while keeping him. Sideline limits his reps and ability to build chemistry with the quarterback. It's a delicate dance, and the team's medical and training personnel have their work cut out for them. Jennings' contract situation adds an extra layer of complexity. He is coming off a 2-year deal signed in 2024, and the clock is ticking on negotiations for a new contract. His camp reportedly wants a deal that reflects his newfound role in production, while the 49ers are understandably cautious given his recent injury issues. This creates a tense dynamic. Players want security, but teams want availability. The proverbial show me moment looms large, with Jennings needing to demonstrate that he can stay on the field and perform at a high level consistently. If Jennings can put together a strong season, it could pave the way for a lucrative extension and cement his status as a cornerstone of the 49ers offense. Conversely, if injuries persist, the team may hesitate, potentially leading Jennings to explore other opportunities via trade. It's a situation rife with uncertainty, and the way it unfolds will impact both the player's career and the team's offensive identity. Meanwhile, other positional battles on the roster continue to unfold with equal intensity. The offensive line, a crucial unit in any championship contender, remains a focal point for the 49ers coaches and fans alike. The departure of Aaron Banks left a significant hole at left guard, but Barch's emergence as the frontrunner to fill that void is a bright spot. His journey is emblematic of the grit and determination required to succeed at the NFL level. Barch may not have been the flashiest name on the roster, but his work ethic and passion for the game have earned him the trust of coaches and teammates. Barch's approach is old school, grounded in the fundamentals of football. He thrives on the physicality of the position and embraces the grind of day-to-day preparation. Coaches have noted that players like him are the backbone of a successful offensive line, often providing stability in moments of pressure. His smile and positive attitude belie the toughness he brings to the field, and that mentality is infectious, inspiring those around him. The competition for the left guard spot isn't just about talent, it's about who can handle the mental demands of the position. Offensive linemen must process defensive schemes, communicate adjustments, and execute with precision on every snap. Barch's ability to blend physicality with intelligence has helped him gain the edge over rivals like Nick Zakelj, who has shown promise but hasn't quite solidified the spot. Even so, Zakelj's versatility makes him a valuable asset as a backup capable of filling it in at both guard and center. Versatility is a theme that runs deep within the 49ers roster philosophy. This is especially evident when examining their approach to the swing tackle position. Jalen Moore's exit to the Kansas City Chiefs left a gap, but rather than relying on a single swing tackle to fill in at both tackle spots, the team is experimenting with a dual tackle approach. Spencer Burford and Austin Pleasance are each being groomed to cover one side of the line, providing more specialized depth. This strategy could prove to be a game changer. The swing tackle role demands a unique blend of skills, quick feet strength, and the ability to adapt to different positions on short notice. By splitting duties between two players, the 49ers may be able to maintain fresher legs and reduce injury risk while maximizing each player's strengths. It's an innovative approach. that reflects the coaching staff's willingness to adapt and think creatively. Adding to the puzzle is Andre Dillard, a player with intriguing potential who has been sidelined due to an ankle injury but is expected back soon. His physical attributes make him well suited for the swing tackle role once he's healthy. Although not the fastest tackle in the league, Dillard's combination of size, balance, and quickness in the running game aligns well with the 49ers' offensive scheme. The running game, a cornerstone the 49ers offense, relies heavily on the offensive line's ability to execute zone blocking schemes, which emphasize agility and coordination over sheer brute strength. Dillard's skill set fits neatly into this philosophy as he moves well for a man his size and can accelerate effectively to open lanes for the running backs. On the pass protection front, his technique has been solid, which will be crucial as he competes for snaps upon his return. The ongoing battles and developments across the offense are a microcosm of the challenges and opportunities facing the 49ers this year. Injuries, roster changes, and the constant push for improvement create a dynamic environment where no player's role is guaranteed. For fans, this makes for an intriguing preseason and training camp filled with anticipation and questions about who will emerge as the key contributors. One of the overarching narratives is the delicate balance between maintaining veteran leadership and integrating younger players eager to prove themselves. Players like Jennings-Barch and Dillard represent this blend, a mix of experience, hunger, and untapped potential. Their progress and health will be vital in shaping the team's fortunes. The quarterback position, anchored by Brock Purdy, also intersects with these storylines. The chemistry between Purdy and his wide receivers, particularly Jennings, is critical. Limited reps due to injury slow down the development of this connection, which can have ripple effects on the offense's rhythm. Meanwhile, the protection offered by the offensive line directly impacts Purdy's ability to make plays, underscoring how interconnected these battles truly are. Looking ahead, the 49ers' path will require resilience and adaptability. The NFL is a brutal league, and the margin for error is razor thin. Injuries happen, but teams that manage them well and get contributions from unexpected places often find success. For the 49ers, the coming weeks will be a proving ground, not just for individual players, but for the collective identity of the team. The coaching staff's role in managing this transition cannot be overstated. They must navigate the complexities of player health, positional competitions, and contract negotiations while preparing the team to compete at the highest level. Their decisions in training camp and preseason will ripple through the entire season, influencing everything from game plans to locker room dynamics. In this high-stakes environment, every practice rep, every drill, and every preseason snap carries weight. For Jawan Jennings, it's about proving he can be the consistent, reliable WR1 the 49ers need. For Barch and the offensive line contenders, it's about solidifying their spots and contributing to a unit that must protect the quarterback and open holes for the run game. For the entire roster, it's about seizing opportunity and overcoming adversity. The 49ers are a team with championship aspirations, but the road is never easy. Depth, health, and execution will be the defining factors. As camp progresses and the season draws nearer, the narratives will continue to evolve with new heroes rising and unexpected challenges emerging. What remains clear is that this team, like many before, it will be defined not just by talent, but by how well it adapts and endures through the grind of a demanding NFL season. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what could be one of the most shocking moves of the NFL offseason, rumors are swirling that the San Francisco 49ers have traded away their star wide receiver, DEEBO. Samuel! This bombshell development has sent shockwaves through the fan base, igniting a frenzy of speculation and disbelief. DEEBO, known for his explosive playmaking ability and unique skill set as both a receiver and a runner, has been a cornerstone of the 49ers offense for several seasons. The possibility of his departure raises numerous questions about the team's strategy moving forward. Fans, analysts, and insiders are all trying to piece together the implications of such a trade, wondering what motivated the franchise to part ways with one of its most dynamic offensive weapons. The 49ers front office has remained tight-lipped, only fueling the fire of conjecture. Some suggest that salary cap considerations, potential draft capital, or a shift in offensive philosophy might be behind the decision. Meanwhile, supporters are left grappling with the emotional toll, as many had come to identify Samuel as the heartbeat of the team. The rumor mill is in overdrive, with social media platforms ablaze with reactions ranging from outrage to cautious optimism about the team's future plans. Speculation about DEEBO Samuel's trade doesn't just stop at the shock value, it extends into the very fabric of the 49ers' offensive identity.